If you are anything like me, you probably do this multiple times a day. You swipe up on your phone, open the multitasking screen, and frantically flick away every single background app until the list is completely empty. You do it because it feels satisfying. You think you're clearing out your memory, saving battery life, and making your phone run faster. But in reality, you are doing the exact opposite. Every time you swipe an app closed, you are actually slowing down your phone, draining your battery faster, and fighting against decades of operating system engineering. It's one of the most common, deeply ingrained tech myths in the world, and it refuses to die. But to understand why this habit is actually hurting your device, we have to look under the hood at how modern mobile operating systems manage memory, CPU cycles, and background states. Because once you understand the actual computer science, you'll realize that your phone is much smarter than you think, and your habit of cleaning up is actually a self-inflicted bottleneck. This is the real story of why you need to stop swiping your apps closed. Let's start with the first and biggest misunderstanding: how computer memory actually works. Many of us grew up using old Windows PCs where having too many apps open would grind the system to a halt. We learned to think of RAM, or random access memory, like a physical desk. If the desk gets too cluttered, there's no room left to work, so you have to clear off the papers. But in modern mobile operating systems like iOS and Android, this analogy is completely wrong. In computer science, there is a fundamental rule: free RAM is wasted RAM. RAM is incredibly fast, high-bandwidth storage that requires the exact same amount of electrical power, whether it is completely empty or completely full. If your phone has 8 gigabytes of RAM and 4 gigabytes are sitting empty, those 4 gigabytes are actively drawing power from your battery while doing absolutely nothing for you. Modern mobile kernels are designed to keep your RAM as full as possible, using cached data to preload apps and system processes so they open in milliseconds. So when an app is sitting in your multitasking screen, what is it actually doing? It isn't running in the background and draining your battery. In modern operating systems, a background app is in one of several highly regulated states. When you press the home button, the operating system instantly freezes the app. It takes a snapshot of the app's state, saves its place in your RAM, and halts its CPU usage completely. In computer science, this is called a suspended state. A suspended app consumes 0 CPU cycles. It is physically incapable of draining your battery or warming up your device. It is essentially sleeping. Modern operating systems also use a state called cached. A cached app is not running at all. Its code is simply kept in your RAM so that if you tap it again, it resumes instantly. The OS kernel acts as a strict guard dog. It blocks background apps from accessing resources, stopping them from running rogue processes or pinging servers, unless they have explicit permission, like a music player or GPS navigation. This is where your swiping habit turns into a battery killer. When you swipe an app closed, you are forcing the operating system to completely terminate the process. You are erasing its state from your high-speed RAM. The next time you want to open that app, say Instagram or WhatsApp, your phone cannot simply wake it up from RAM. Instead, it has to perform a cold boot. A cold boot is a heavily taxing operation for mobile hardware. The processor has to read the app's files from your slow flash storage. It has to allocate new blocks of RAM, decompress resources, run initialization code, and fetch new data from the network. To do this, your CPU has to spin up to its highest frequency core state. It spikes its energy draw, actively draining your battery and generating heat. Think of it like a car. Leaving your car idling at a red light for 30 seconds is like leaving an app suspended. But physically, turning your car engine completely off and cold starting it every single time you stop at a light is incredibly inefficient, wearing down your starter motor and burning more fuel. But what happens if your RAM is full and you want to open a heavy mobile game? If you don't swipe apps closed yourself, won't your phone run out of memory? The answer is absolutely not. The operating system's kernel is designed to do this for you, and it does it far better than you ever could. Modern kernels run automated memory monitors. When a heavy app requests more memory, the kernel automatically scans your RAM for suspended or cached apps that you haven't opened in a long time. it silently terminates them, releases their RAM blocks, and passes them to the new app. In computer science, this is called automatic garbage collection and page reclaiming. It is an incredibly optimized process. The OS knows exactly which processes are safe to kill and which ones are critical for background notifications. When you manually swipe apps closed, you are blindly terminating processes that your phone might need to keep cached, causing the system to immediately rebuild them in the background, wasting even more battery. So, the smartphone RAM lie, in one sentence, stop swiping your apps closed. It's an old habit from a different era of computing, and on modern mobile platforms, it does more harm than good. The operating system is engineered to manage your RAM, CPU, and power states automatically. Unless an app is completely frozen, bugged, or acting rogue, the absolute best thing you can do for your battery and your speed is to just leave it alone. Let the RAM stay full. Let the suspended apps sleep. Your phone was built to handle it. Every piece of modern hardware is a complex dance between physics, software, and human habit. And sometimes, the hardest part of tech isn't building the feature. It's unlearning the old habits we built along the way. If you've been a serial app swiper, I want to know in the comments. Are you going to try leaving them open for a week to test this? Let's talk below. Subscribed yet? This is AZIMUTH Edge. I'll see you in the next one.